Hello, nice to meet you again and welcome to Kanta News, a Kanta radio and television station. Headline today. An online conference on the issue of linkage and coordination in the prevention control of COVID-19 epidemic and socio-economic development. A nationwide video conference on summarizing 20 years of implementing Resolution Number 13 NQPTW on continuing to innovate, develop and improve efficiency of the collective economy and 10 years of implementation of the law on cooperatives in the field of agriculture. Top news. On the morning of October 19, Kanta City People's Committee held an online conference on the issue of linkage and coordination in the prevention and control of COVID-19 epidemic and socio-economic development. Attending the function, there were leaders of 7 localities in the south of Hậu River, including Sóc Trăng, An Giang, Kiên Giang, Hậu Giang, Bạc Liêu, and Cà Mau. Vietnam Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Kanta Branch, representatives of leaders of departments, business associations, and some enterprises. The conference focused on discussing content-sensitive fields, health, agriculture, trade, service, tourism, information and communications, transportation, labor employment. In order to promote the effectiveness of the program on cooperation and coordination in the prevention control of COVID-19 epidemic and socio-economic development in the coming time, provinces and cities jointly study and support each other to reduce overload for localities. They are willing to share vaccines when agreed by the Ministry of Health, especially supporting the medical team, the volunteer force, exchange and learn from each other, especially in the implementation of the government's Resolution Number 128 on the provincial regulation on flexible adaptation and effective control over the COVID-19 pandemic in the administration. At the same time, creating the most favorable conditions in the movement and circulation of goods between provinces and cities. In terms of socio-economic development, they will focus on forming large agricultural specialized areas suitable for ecological sub-regions. In addition, to continue to coordinate and propose the central government consider and support the implementation of key transport infrastructure projects in the Mekong Delta, developing logistics infrastructure to improve connectivity, serving the development of domestic and export trade, promoting cooperation with universities in the region with research and specialized training institutions in Ho Chi Minh City, including abroad, setting up a hotline between provinces and cities in the South Hậu River region to exchange relevant information in order to promptly handle the epidemic situation and other related issues in socio-economic development. Also, on the morning of October 19, the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development held a nationwide video conference on summarizing 20 years of implementing Resolution Number 13 NQTW on continuing to innovate, develop and improve the efficiency of the collective economy and 10 years of implementation of the law on cooperatives in the field of agriculture. Attending the conference at Đồng Tháp Province location, there was Mr. Lê Minh Hoàng, member of Party Central Committee, Minister of Agriculture. At the online location in Kanta City, there was Mr. Nguyễn Ngọc Hà, Vice Chairman of Kanta City People's Committee. According to statistics, by the year 2021, the whole country has 34,871 agricultural cooperative groups, with the total number of 628,000 members. There are 18,328 agricultural cooperatives and 79 cooperative unions, especially from 2013 up to the present. The number of agricultural cooperatives has increased rapidly, an average increase of 80 cooperatives per year. The total operating capital of the cooperative is currently about 29,425 billion dong. Although there are many advantages, the current activities of cooperatives are not uniform. Human resources are lacking and weak. The membership scale and revenue of agricultural cooperatives are still small. The services of preliminary processing and preservation are not much, only about 24%. In addition, mechanisms, policies, and sub-law documents have many overlaps, hindering the development of cooperatives. Closing speech, Mr. Trần Thanh Nam, Deputy Minister of Agriculture, affirmed collective economic development continues to be an inevitable trend and a task of the whole political system in the coming time. Therefore, when developing agricultural cooperatives, units and localities should pay attention to, consider the cooperative as the center to implement policies to reorganize agricultural production, improve the internal strength of the cooperative in all aspects, attracting many members to participate, and developing cooperatives according to multi-purpose models, meeting the increasing needs of members. On the morning of October 19, the inspectorate delegation of Cần Thơ City Party Committee was led by Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Hải, Standing Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Council, and Mr. Nguyễn Đức Hiển, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee, to inspect tasks of leading, directing the implementation of some important works of the Party Committee, Directorates of Investment and Development Fund of Cần Thơ City. Currently, it is implementing 5 projects, including project of Hưng Phú Industrial Park 1, Cluster A, project of New Urban Area and Concentrated Information Technology Park, construction project of Parking and Car Service Center in Ninh Kiều District, New Urban Construction Project in Thơ Lai District, project to embellish and improve the living environment in Cờ Đỏ Town, Cờ Đỏ District. In general, these projects are carrying on regulations on investment order and procedures and contractor selection, use investment capital for its purposes, disburse, pay, and set the investment capital according to the project's progress rate. However, the implementation progress of some projects is still behind the plan. Compensation and resettlement support face many difficulties. Bad debt is still high, more than 20%. Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Hải, Standing Vice Chairman of the City People's Council, suggested that in the coming time, the Party Committee and the Directorate of Development and Investment Fund should accept opinions of the inspection team, propose a plan to overcome shortcomings in the performance of assigned functions and tasks, paying attention to good implementation of party building, political and ideological education for officers, party members and employees at the unit, regularly update the guidelines and policies of the party, the laws of the state and the city, especially the contents related to the fund's activities, in order to ensure the correct implementation of regulations and reserve capital, extremely in all activities of the unit. Continue to participate in investment in key projects without losing or wasting capital. At the same time, coordinate with localities to propagate and show well the interests of the state, people, and investors so that the project can be conducted smoothly, contributing to the development of the city. Moving on the other news, thanks to speeding up the vaccination schedule, up to now, Cần Thơ City has injected nearly 864,000 people with COVID-19 vaccines. By the afternoon of October 18, the proportion of people aged 18 and over who received the first dose injection was nearly 80%, and the 2-dose injection was nearly 13%. As a result, the rate of first dose injection accounted for 60%, 2 full dose injections accounted for over 9%. During this 6th stage, the district administered viral vaccination to employees of enterprises, production and business establishments, wholesale and retail establishments, food establishments, and lottery ticket sellers, workers from high-risk provinces and cities returning to their localities, people in isolation areas, people living in blockade areas, residential areas are at very high risk, people over 50 years old, people with chronic disease, and so on. Up to now, the district has administered 17,561 doses of the COVID-19 vaccines, of which 2,129 people have completed the second dose. On the occasion of the 91st founding anniversary of the Vietnam Women's Union and the Vietnam Women's Day on October 20th, the Cần Thơ City Women's Union, in collaboration with the Disabled People's Association of Cần Thơ City, organized to give gifts to disadvantaged women with disabilities. Representative of the Cần Thơ City Women's Union wishes good health to the happy women and continue to work hard, study, and rise up in life. At the same time, giving gifts to 47 disabled members, each part includes necessities worth about 500,000 dong, sponsored by the City Women's Union. In the past time, Cần Thơ City Association of People with Disabilities has also mobilized 226 gifts to support members with disadvantaged cases. Continuing to the series of activities to respond to the affection for children from COVID-19 pandemic aftermath model, Cần Thơ City Police Youth Union cooperated with Dân Trí newspaper to visit, encourage, and support more than 120 million dong for the family of 2 orphan children due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Tân Thới, Khương Mường, Phong Điền District, Cần Thơ City. The delegation visited and donated more than 120 million dong to Nguyễn Huỳnh Thế Vinh, 11 years old, Nguyễn Huỳnh Gia Bảo, 3 years old, who lost their father due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Tân Thới hamlet, Tân Thới, Khương Mường. This money helps them and the mother to build a house, cover the living expenses, overcome difficulties, and feed study for the 2 children. Coming up next, the weather forecast. That's all for Cần Thơ News of Cần Thơ Radio and Television Station. Thanks so much for your attention. Please visit us on website kanthtv.vn. Bye for now.